I have a confession to make. I didn't create this channel just to react to some random music that comes my way. I made this channel to react to Porter Robinson. I love music. I love talking about music. I love sharing music with people and finding new music that I enjoy. But I never really had a place where I could really just gush about it. And I was too lazy to ever create one. But then Porter Robinson came along and decided, hey, I'm gonna drop another album. But then he decides to put out the first single, Cheerleader, while your boy is on vacation. I'm a million miles away from home. I can't do a reaction. I can't really do anything. And I wasn't gonna wait a week before listening to the song. That is insane. So I listened to it. I caved. I loved it. Cheerleader's great. I play it all the time. It's stuck in my head. But I vowed from that day forward that I would have a place where I could react to Porter Robinson. And so Chezzy Tunes was born. And here we are. The second single has released. I love Porter Robinson. He's pretty much my favorite artist. I have a lot of deep and personal memories associated with him and his music, but that's a story for a different day. But right now, all you need to know is I enjoy his music, and we are here with his newest single and music video, Knock Yourself Out XD. I have not heard a single millisecond of this song. All I know is he has some line where he calls himself Taylor Swift. I couldn't avoid that part. That part did make it to my eyeballs, but not my ear holes. I know it's a different song for him. I do understand that each album he puts out is a very different style. We're in a new era of Porter. I've already pre-ordered the vinyl. That's not important, but I do understand that just because I love Porter doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna love every single thing he does. So I am still gonna be honest. I'm not just gonna love it just because Porter did it. It could happen, but I'm gonna try not to let that corrupt me. We're going in blind, music video and all. Porter Robinson, what do you got for me this time? Knock Yourself Out XD official music video. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, he stepped on me. My dreams have come true. Man, his outfits in this era are already crazy, bro. I threw my phone into the sea. That's a cool shot. Very silly. Shout out to him always improving at singing as well. Went from not singing at all to fully him, his raw voice. Hit me. It's like a basketball nun. Boom, 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 boom. Don't know my schedule on the 5th. Bitch, I'm Taylor Swift. Hell yeah, say it. Taylor Swift, baby. I've never seen them in the same room. It makes so much sense. Pew, pew. Oh yeah, steam up the glass, Porter. Steam it up. I never thought I'd see this angle of Porter, let alone for this long. XD, baby. Give me a cool little thing here. Do it, live your life. Don't do the fish hook though. I mean, this melody's fun, even if it's simple. You know, it gets you moving. It's happy. All right. Oh. That is the coolest shot. Yeah, woo, Porter! It's crazy, not that this music video is simple, but like what you think wouldn't be a crazy production has so many people and so much that needs to happen behind the scenes to actually make it happen. I'm big into film and video production, so I always like to see that stuff. I love behind the scenes, so I always like to see what actually goes into making these types of videos. Initial thoughts though, just initially going through it, I think it's just kind of fine. Like, it's nothing insane. I feel like a lot of Porter's music for me has to grow on me, which I do give him a little more benefit of the doubt. I do try to let it grow on me more than maybe some other artists because I do have ties to him and his music, of course. It's rare that I found, if ever, found a Porter Robinson song bad, but some of them don't completely resonate with me, but they do end up becoming better for me over time, almost without question. So this will probably be another grower. Cheerleader kind of hit me right away. This one just seemed like kind of silly, poppy fun, which seems to be what he's doing regardless. I'm happy that he's just having fun. He deserves to just have some fun. But as a single, I can't say this one, really knocked it out of the park on first listen. But let's go through it again. Let me pull up the lyrics too so I can check out what's going on here. All right, so I listened to it again. I've kind of read through the lyrics a bit. I'll admit I'm not always the best person when it comes to really deciphering the meaning behind music, especially Porter's music specifically. Not that you have to necessarily understand Porter's intention with all his music for you to appreciate it yourself. A lot of, especially with Worlds and Nurture, you can assign your own meaning to a lot of it. That's a big part of why I enjoy those albums, is because they mean something to me. They have meaning to me. I associate my own feelings and emotions with those songs, with those lyrics, and that's how it should be. But sometimes I do like to understand where Porter is coming from. I do enjoy him as a person, at least from what I've gathered from music videos, interviews, etc. Obviously, I don't know anything about Porter, but a lot of the topics he does speak about, I can relate to in my own way. And so I do like to see where he's coming from, because as someone who is a creative individual, an artist in my own way, some of the sentiments that he expresses, I have also felt or can relate to, at least on my own level. So I do like to see where he's coming from, because I'm like, oh no, I get it. I get that. This one, and also potentially the album as a whole, a lot of it is more poppy on the surface, more digestible, cliche, silly almost lyrics. Some people could even consider it cringe. It's definitely not what you expect from Porter, which I feel like we always say every time he switches into a new era. And so it's kind of switching back and forth between like, this is super poppy, this is what the pop stars are like. He's Taylor Swift, baby, and he's got 100 million on his wrist. Oh boy, Porter. Like, my interpretation is like he just wants to have fun. It is a little silly, it is a little poppy, and sure, that could be a criticism, but at the same time, what's wrong with that? If you want to throw all this criticism at him, knock yourself out. Look in the mirror, say it back to yourself. Like, why are you even bothering criticizing it? He's just enjoying himself. Like, it's ironic. He understands. It's intentional. But anyway, again, I'm the last person to really dissect this thing. I'm going to read a bunch of posts. I'm going to dive more into it later. Don't you worry. But in general, my thoughts on the song. This one stays relatively tame. It's more kind of this kind of vibe, Not so much like an anthem. Cheerleader was more of an anthem. Like, I could see a crowd of people like, yeah, it's not fair, But it's still fun. Porter's having fun. If Porter's having fun, I'm having fun. I think I do have to address my bias here of, if I just listen to this from any other artist or just, came upon this on the radio or wherever I might stumble upon it, I don't think I would come back to it, or at least it wouldn't stand out as anything particularly special. And since it is Porter, I am going to put in the time to try to enjoy it more. Not to say it was bad, not to say I didn't enjoy it, but it didn't hit me with that Porter flair that I usually expect, that like, that little element that Porter has that's just like, give this a couple weeks and this will be my favorite thing ever. I don't think this song quite had that. And again, this is me listening to it 1.5 times. Take that with a grain of salt. Obviously, his style, through the roof. I'm excited for the other music videos. I'm excited for the other singles. And obviously, I'm excited for the album. Overall, this song was fun. I don't think the chorus was as catchy as I was expecting it to be, but that little melody will certainly get stuck in my head, and I'm sure the lyrics will follow soon after, but Cheerleader's still on top, baby. And if you got a problem with it, then knock yourself out. And I'll just leave you with this.
And I'm everything you talk about. Why should you keep letting yourself be let down? If I'm everything you talk about, I'm in the mirror, baby, let it all out.
I also just paused it on the perfect frame. Oh, Porter. That's going on a shirt. Merch idea. If I can't buy this whole outfit from your shop, this would be a sick cosplay. Knock yourself out, Porter. Tag yourself. Which Porter are you? But thank you guys so much for watching. What do you think of Knock Yourself Out XD? What do you think of Porter Robinson? Obviously, I'm going to check out the rest of Porter's singles as they come out and the album in July. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Keep on jamming out, my dudes. Peace!